What can you talk about your siblings?
Well, I had two brothers. One was 9 years old and one 6. Got along real good with the older one because I guess he was sensible enough. And Andrew and I quarreled and fought all the time. Until he went to college. Then when he'd come home, we got along real good. But up to then, I often wonder now, why was that? What were we fighting about? Why were we quarreling all the time?
So, is it ready?
Yeah. Just drop a couple and see if it's not hot enough and they're not boiling anyway.
And what do they do?
You'll be able to tell.
Well, Garrett went to Iowa State in Ames. He was a veterinarian. Now, he had an old car, and that was a touring car. You know, open car. Of course, he only came home. I don't know if he came home for Thanksgiving or not, but it's Christmas. And so if it happened to snow, and they had what you call side curtains to put on, and they snapped. There was a place where you could snap them on, so the wind couldn't just blow in. They didn't have heaters. You just had to have a good warm blanket or fur robe to throw over your knees. That was cold.
Yeah.
And what about Andrew?
Well, he wanted to go to school, and he did. Well, Garrett was through school, so he had a little money, and he said, "Well, I'll help him out to get through school." He spent so much money the first year, and he said that's the end of that. So he didn't go to school anymore because that was pretty much the dirty 30s. Oh, mostly he worked in the drugstore in Freeman. And then he started his own, I think first he sold used cars for a while. And then he had a hardware store. I think until he died.
And then he what?
He had a hardware store. Until he retired.
And what happened with your two brothers, family-wise?
Well, Garrett didn't have any children. And, well, Andrew had Mary and John. You know them, don't you?
Yeah.
That was it. That's why I have so many relatives. Mary.
And when did Garrett pass?
I don't know. I think your dad was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years old. I don't know exactly.
And Andrew?
Let's see. He died just before Lindsay was born, and Lindsay is now in her second year of her master's degree. So she would be 24. That's as long ago as he died.
So 88, 87?
Yeah, whenever that was. Let's see, she goes to school at, does Illinois have a school, Illinois State?
Yep.
At Norma?
Yep.
Normal or Norman,
Norman.
Illinois?
Yep.
That's where she She gets to teach a class, and then for 2 years now, and then she'll have her master's degree this spring.
How's it going, Madam Marsh?
And then her mother says that I don't know. I think the only reason she went to school was she didn't want to go out in the world and look for a job. Now she says, now it's up to her. I'm not paying anymore. But she got paid pretty good to teach those classes. Mary was surprised.